I promised her I'll live and fight for the two of us.
I won't fall before killing you, Key.
promised her I'll live and fight for the two of us.
I won't fall before killing you, Key.
promised her I'll live and fight for the two of us.
I won't fall before killing you, Key.
two of us.
I won't fall before killing you, Key.
the two of us.
I won't fall before killing you, Key.
two of us.
I won't fall before killing you, Key.
two of us.
I won't fall before killing you, Key.
fight for the two of us.
I won't fall before killing you, Key.
two of us.
I won't fall before killing you, Key.
the two of us.
I won't fall before killing you, Key.
I'm a rock star. Yeah,
Rock star?
Ay, ay, ay. I'm a rock star, baby, I'm a rock star. I'm a rock star, I'm a rock star. I'm a rock star, panggil aku rock star. Ini kejohanan kita semua orang rock star.
Kita rockstar, kita buat saja gaya kita. Makin panas apinya sudah membara. Macam mana pun ku menempuh segala. Demi negara ku buat semua bangga. Step into my world, you know I'm always in my zone. You know I got my team, no I'm never alone. Bring out my best, buat yang terbaik. Jadi juara perlahan kita
Get on my way,
naik.
aku nak push, naik-naik jadi lebih bagus. Jadi hero, ku ada skill. Berapa banyak musuh aku dah kill. Ramai cuba mencapai, cause they envy me. Tiap game aku pasti jadi MVP. Easy.
I'm a rockstar, baby, I'm a rockstar. I'm a rockstar, I'm a rockstar. I'm a rockstar, panggil aku rockstar. Ini kejohanan kita semua orang rockstar.
I'm a rock star, baby, I'm a rock star. I'm a rock star, I'm a rock star. I'm a rock star, panggil aku rock star. Ini kejohanan kita semua orang rock star. Tengok nanti siapa yang juara. Ni peluang kita bawa pulang piala. This is my game, this is my time. Menang semua, everything will be mine. Kalau jatuh kau pasti kembali. Bangun balik ku tegak berdiri. Kuatkanlah tenaga, ganjaran diperoleh. Ni kejohanan kita, Malaysia memang boleh. Rise up to the top, kita buat bersama. Semangat kita kuat di bawah satu bendera. Ay.
I'ma go hard for the win.
Win, win.
On the battlefield till the end. I'm trying to beat the greatest anyone has ever seen.
Stand by, I'm coming in for the win. I'm a rock star, baby, I'm a rock star. I'm a rock star, I'm a rock star. I'm a rock star, panggil aku rock star. Ini kejohanan kita semua orang rock star.
I'm a rockstar, baby, I'm a rockstar. I'm a rockstar, I'm a rockstar. I'm
I'm a rock star. Yeah, yeah.
Rockstar.
Ay, ay, ay. I'm a rock star, baby, I'm a rock star. I'm a rock star, I'm a rock star. I'm a rock star, panggil aku rock star. Ini kejohanan kita semua orang rock star.
Kita rockstar, kita buat saja gaya kita. Makin panas apinya sudah membara. Macam mana pun ku menempuh segala. Demi negara ku buat semua bangga. Step into my world, you know I'm always in my zone. You know I got my team, no I'm never alone. Bring out my best, buat yang terbaik. Jadi juara perlahan kita
Get on my way,
naik.
aku nak push. Naik-naik jadi lebih bagus. Jadi hero, ku ada skill. Berapa banyak musuh aku dah kill. Ramai cuba mencapai, cause they envy me. Tiap game aku pasti jadi MVP. Easy.
I'm a rockstar, baby, I'm a rockstar. I'm a rockstar, I'm a rockstar. I'm a rockstar, panggil aku rockstar. Ini kejohanan kita semua orang rockstar.
I'm a rock star, baby, I'm a rock star. I'm a rock star, I'm a rock star. I'm a rock star, panggil aku rock star. Ini kejohanan kita semua orang rock star. Tengok nanti siapa yang juara. Ni peluang kita bawa pulang piala. This is my game, this is my time. Menang semua, everything will be mine. Kalau jatuh kau pasti kembali. Bangun balik ku tegak berdiri. Kuatkanlah tenaga, ganjaran diperoleh. Ni kejohanan kita, Malaysia memang boleh. Rise up to the top, kita buat bersama. Semangat kita kuat di bawah satu bendera. Ay,
I'ma go hard for the win.
win, win.
On the battlefield till the end. I'm trying to beat the greatest anyone has ever seen.
Stand by, I'm coming in for
I'm
the
a
win. I'm a rock star, baby, I'm a rock star. I'm a rock star, I'm a rock star. I'm a rock star, panggil aku rock star. Ini kejohanan kita semua orang rock star.
I'm a rockstar, baby, I'm a rockstar. I'm a rockstar, I'm a rockstar. I'm a rockstar, panggil aku rockstar. Ini kejohanan kita semua orang rockstar. Ini kejohanan kita semua orang rockstar. I'm a rockstar, baby, I'm a rockstar. I'm a rockstar, I'm a rockstar. I'm a rockstar, panggil aku rockstar. Ini kejohanan kita semua orang rockstar.
MPL Malaysia Season 10 is powered by Muntok, presented by McDelivery. It's the perfect time to catch all the action with McDelivery. Free 6 pieces of chicken McNuggets for you, and all you gotta do is purchase through McD's app and enter the promo code MPL10 during checkout. Official smartphone, Samsung Galaxy A series, Immerse yourself into the world of Mobile Legends with the official smartphone of MPL Malaysia Season 10. You'll be sure to experience an epic gaming performance on the Galaxy A53 5G. Champion Extra GG with Garnier Men. Fight 99.9% acne-causing bacteria in just 10 seconds. Bikin Sampai Jadi with Hotlink. Game your way and Bikin Sampai Jadi with Hotlink Prepaid. Get your choice of unlimited internet or high-speed internet on the always connected network. Official gaming chair, Secret Lab. Partners in esports, Stoned & Co. Grand Pride, EGG Network, TikTok Live, Esports Charts, and ESI.
Kita mulakan playoff hari ini dengan pasukan RSG menentang dengan pasukan Lunatics dan kita akan teruskan lagi kita punya match yang hebat. Selamat datang kepada MPL Malaysia Playoff dan ini anda masih lagi bersama saya, Lafel dan juga Sunfrost.
Ya, baru hari yang pertama Lafel tapi sudah pun ada yang tersingkir. Gelanggang kita bakal kembali berdarah kerana bakal ada yang mengikuti jejak langkah tim Lunatics yang sudah pun tersingkir daripada MPL Malaysia.
Dan Sunfrost sebenarnya saya happy dekat sini sebab kat ground floor ramai, first floor ramai, siap duduk bersila, second floor, third floor banyak yang potong kerja punya.
Tak, awak tengok sampai third floor tu. Tadi saya sempat naik sampai floor yang atas tu. Yang dah ada dah yang cop-cop kerusi dekat tingkat 4, tingkat 5. Jadi memang penuh dengan para peminat MPL Malaysia untuk musim kali ini.
Dan kepada semua yang kat luar, kalau nampak ada spot kosong, sebenarnya boleh je masuk. Kamera, jalan-jalan kita boleh nampak abang-abang dekat situ. Dah wave hand. Tengok dia tunggu. Wave, come on. Bila kamera kat anda, bagikan ni. Tetapi, Sunfrost, kita sebenarnya, kita nak lagi banyak interaction dengan fans.
Sebab
dengan kamera sekali.
Saya nak diorang masih lagi lambai lepas diorang tahu apa yang kita akan buat lepas ni. Sebab diorang tak tahu, untuk kali ni bukan saja para pemain saja yang bertanding. Malah kita banyak juga pertandingan-pertandingan untuk anda yang hadir dekat Curiosity Mall hari ni. Yang mana, apa kita ada sekarang ni, Nafel?
Sekarang ni kita akan masuk pada segmen Cam on Me di mana kamera kita akan cari salah seorang dekat kita punya crowd. Kemudian akan tunjuk satu hero kat belakang. Saya dengan Sunfrost tak nampak. You guys kena posing ikut hero tu. And kalau kita boleh teka hero apa, you guys akan dapatkan hadiah. So, mari kita queue. Cameraman, tolong cari seorang. Mana. Dah cari, dah jumpa ke?
Dah dapat ke?
Oh, Benedetta terus. So, kita punya first participant. Nampaknya jadi dekat situ. So,
Okay.
sekarang ni Sunfrost kita tak dapat hero kat belakang.
Ini macam lagi susah sebenarnya sebab kita nak kena teka Bennett ni buat siapa.
Okay, get ready untuk pose eh. 3, 2, 1, pose!
Wah, itu memang dah sebiji dah lah, Fel.
Okay.
Ini tak tukar langsung.
Awak tengok angle sana, saya tengok angle sini. Saya rasa saya tahu hero apa.
Orang rasa awak tahu?
Saya rasa Benedetta, betul ke?
Benedetta.
Betul!
Memang betul! Ini macam menyenangkan kerja kita sangat.
Ini menyenangkan. Jadi kat sini, apa kata cameraman? Cari orang kedua. Kali ni kita cari orang dekat bahagian ground floor ni. Kita akan pusing. Sunfrost bagi tahu bila kita dah dapat orang.
Saya pun tengah cari juga ni. Agak-agak ada ke orang-orang? Okey, kita dah dapat dah.
Okey, abang yang pakai baju SMG
kan?
tu. Okey, Sunfrost, awak lead.
Okey, abang kena kalau boleh berdiri bang, berdiri untuk kita nampak lebih jelas lagi. Okey, bagi tepukan sikit untuk abang daripada penyokong SMG ni. Siap pakai jersey lagi. Okey, dah ada hero dah bang eh. Kita orang tak nampak.
Kita tak nampak.
Abang je nampak. Okey, cuba abang try jadi hero tu, kita orang keteka apa hero yang abang lakonkan tu.
Okey, in 3, 2, 1, pose.
Huish. Tumbuk macam tu yang lapan.
Tumbuk macam tu. Bagi clue lebih lagi.
Cuba bagi skill. Kalau skill
Aldous.
macam mana? Aldous! Wow!
Oi!
Wush! Memang baiklah.
Macam saya dah main ML ni lama. Kita ada ke apa-apa nak bagi dekat abang baju SMG ni? Kalau ada
Mestilah
lagi.
ada.
Ha?
Mestilah ada. Takkanlah kita nak bagi abang ni berbakat kot.
Kita punya floor manager tengah akan bagi hadiah nanti. Tapi dengan tu, rasanya kita ada lagi dalam 2 orang yang kita nak cari.
Betul, kita ada ramai orang yang bertuah untuk kita berikan hadiah hari ni. Jadi kita akan cari orang yang seterusnya. Masih lagi mencari. Agak-agak dekat mana orang ni?
Oh, dah ada tu. Abang rambut slick back dengan baju hitam putih Saya
Betul,
warna.
hitam putih.
Okey, hitam putih. Okey bang, diri. I tak boleh pusing belakang.
Okey, kita tak boleh pusing. Okey.
Dah ada hero kat situ Safros rasanya.
Dah ada dah hero dekat belakang, kita tak tahu. Okey bang, macam mana agak-agak hero ni posing?
Okey, ready bang Saya dah dengar gelak-gelak. Ini macam okey.
Oh, kena duduk.
3, 2, 1, pause.
Saya teka. Saya
Awak
rasa
teka?
Tigrel. Bukan Tigrel lah.
Okey, jap. Dia duduk, lepas tu dia fikir gini. Macam posing pro player sebenarnya. Ada posing lain tak? Dia duduk macam tu. Macam nak tengok belakang. Okey. Bagi clue lah. Tank ke, fighter ke? Oh. Dairoth.
Oh, Dairon!
Terima kasih banyak pada English caster Adin. Dia yang kantoi kan?
Dia yang kata.
Tapi sebab kita dapat teka betul, nanti abang tu akan dapat hadiah.
Betul.
Jadi
Jadi tak
sekarang,
kisahlah apa korang buat. Kalau kita orang dapat teka betul, korang yang dapat hadiah.
dengan
Jadi
ni,
kita kena kerjasama dekat sini.
kita akan tanya producer kita ada lagi ke hadiah yang kita nak bagi?
Masih
Ada.
ada lagi seorang.
Jadi cameraman.
Okey. Kita
Siapa
dah
tu?
ada.
Oh.
Dekat sini dekat je.
Mana tu?
Dekat
Mana duduk?
belakang tu.
Mana? Tolong
Situ.
diri, saya tak perasan awak kat mana.
Boleh diri.
Situ. Dirilah.
Ah.
Alah, dah comel-comel tu. Come on, stand up. Okay,
Okey.
hero dah ada. Ready
Aha.
Dah tahu nak posing macam mana?
Dah tahu dah? Dah fikir?
Dah dengar gelak ni mesti hero best ni. Okay. 3, 2, 1, pose.
Ois, ada hero yang macam tu ke Lapel? Ini dia suruh teka ke? Dia cuba untuk pastikan kita yang tak boleh nak teka
Okey.
ni.
I teka, masa you teka, masa kita teka Dia punya posing macam ni kalau orang tak nampak. Johid. Betul!
Oi!
First! Terus tahu. Power.
Saya tak sempat nak teka, saya tahu tadi.
Patutlah saya jadi host je. Dah tak jadi caster dah.
Betul. Saya rasa saya
jap.
kena banyak sikit nak teka-meneka ni. Balik ni saya memang akan praktis lah. Saya akan suruh adik saya buat sikit, lepas tu saya teka.
Alright, tapi macam mana pun kita boleh nampak seat kita makin lama makin penuh.
Betul.
Siapa nak masuk, boleh masuk je. Tapi dengan ni, terima kasih kepada semua orang sebab semua orang sangat-sangat sporting. Tapi kita akan teruskan kita punya perlawanan dengan kita akan invite kedua-dua pasukan untuk terus naik ke atas pentas. Team SMG.
Ya, dengan pasukan SMG membawakan Zon bersama dengan Zaim Senpai. Combo di bahagian mid lane. Adakah mampu untuk melakukan setup dengan lebih cemerlang walaupun dalam kedudukan semasa mereka tidaklah mempunyai momentum yang terbaik.
Dan sekarang ini mereka akan bermain dekat kawasan lower bracket. Jadi nak tak nak mereka tunjuk mereka punya best potential pada hari ini.
Kita semua orang rockstar.
Red Esports.
Sementara pasukan Red Esports sebelum ini mereka berjaya untuk menewaskan pasukan SMG di regular season. Malah kali ini dengan persiapan yang lebih rapi, mampukah pasukan Red Esports mengulangi kemenangan tersebut untuk playoff ini?
Red is my blood. Kita boleh nampak ke-10 player dekat atas pentas. Nampak sangat-sangat bersedia untuk menentang best of 3 kali ini. Pasukan mana yang akan teruskan perjuangan mereka dan siapa yang akan pulang kali ini. Marilah kita invite juga. Kita akan invite coach dan juga analis untuk naik ke atas pentas.
Ya, benar sekali coach dan juga analis. Sementara untuk pasukan Red Esports hanya merol saja berseorangan. Dan adanya James bersama dengan Long untuk pasukan SMG. Adakah ini lebih baik kita akan berikan kepada caster-caster kita selaku pengulas?
A bumpy road filled with trials and tribulations can only be traversed by the strongest and most tenacious. Welcome back to the MPL MY Season 10 playoffs. You're watching the English cast with me, Staffa, as well as Adine, our very first time sharing the caster desk.
Welcome back, guys. First of all, Staffa, how are you feeling? This is the playoff. This is it. This is the moment everyone is waiting for. So, how are you so far?
I'm excited. The air here is electric, and you can see the setup we have back here is amazing. The crowd here is amazing. If you guys haven't checked this out yet, we are here at Quill City Mall. Entrance is free. So if you got some time, come on and join the crowd as we witness Ready Sports versus SMG.
All right, let's move on to our keys to victory. First of all, for this lower bracket match, Ready Sport versus SMG, we have mid laner, roamer macro, objective pursuit, as well as execute catch potential. I want to explain a bit more on the catching potential. For SMG, we know Zorn. His capability of catching any particular opponent is very, very much strong, regardless of wherever he rotates. The gold lane side, the EXP side. So he's the ones to watch for the SMG side right now.
Yeah, it's very interesting, especially considering that SMG in the old days was this very passive, very calculative team. But ever since Zorn has joined them, they've become a lot more aggressive. And we're seeing a lot more of that mid laner and roamer macro with Zion Senpoi. I wonder whether or not Red Esports will be able to keep up.
They should, they must, they will, because this is a do or die match for both of them, to be honest. And objective pursuit, obviously, each and every game, objective is a must, regardless of turrets, turtle, or even Little Wonder. This is where we can see Box playing a bit of a objective-oriented hero. The Paquito, the Akai as well.
Yep, it's honestly very interesting to see how these teams have evolved, how they've changed. But what has not changed is the support of the audience. As we can see, the audience predictions up on screen right now. Team SMG, very popular with the crowd, with the exception of the QR code.
Majority is on the favor of SMG, but as you mentioned, QR code is on the side of Raid Esport. But you guys at home, you guys can vote as well, predict who's gonna win this particular match. Again, as we've mentioned, one will go home today and another will move on forward.
Oh, that's pretty terrifying right there. But if you guys watching at home have some idea of which of these teams is going to be moving on in the playoffs, make sure you guys participate in our hashtag MPL Predictor. How do you participate? You just got to share your prediction in the comments below with your most creative comment telling us which team you think will win. And of course, don't forget to include your game ID, server ID, and the hashtag.
And the prizes, look, 749 worth of skin diamonds right now.
Yep.
You guys can decide who will win, and you guys, if the prediction is correct, you guys will get the prize. Not only that, Sadafa, do our audience right now have the opportunity to decide who's their choice of MVP? How they're gonna do that? It's super simple. Scan the QR code and vote for your choice of MVP that will be shown at the end of the match later on.
Yep, if you guys have been watching the regular season here of MPL MY, and sometimes you just think, well, this player, yeah, they deserve the MVP, but I want to give a shout out to someone else. This is your chance, and we will get to see which of these players won the hearts of all of you and became your MVP towards the end of this series.
I have a gut feeling if, let's say, SMG wins, it's gonna be Zorn as the choice of MVP. I don't know why. This is just an EP feeling that I have right now. But hey, the game is not begin yet. We have to talk about the drafting. What do you think about SMG right now? They ended their season not too well. A loss against Team Lunatics, looking to bounce back in this lower bracket match.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see. And yes, like you mentioned, we are now going to be entering the draft phase. Looks like Team SMG will be drafting on the blue side and Red Esports will be on their signature red side. And like we've already discussed before, both of these teams have pretty varying playstyles. We know Team SFG are a lot more aggressive now with the Zorn Zion Senpoi combination, but Red Esports are still playing a very classic 4 Protect 1 style.
Yeah, 4 Protect 1 style is a very old school style that Red Esports really rely on that, but it all depends on Mal's positioning. Lately, we can see that he's out of position, or I would say habit, becoming a really, I would say, a double-edged sword for Red Esports. Sometimes it can work out, sometimes they can be punished a lot. So, Red Esports, especially Mal, gotta be more precise on the position because he's the main damage dealer for Red Esports right now.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there, but it's gonna be difficult because with Zorn on the side of SMG, this is a man who excels in forcing his opponents out of position, making it as uncomfortable as possible. Red Esports really depends on whether they can control their own momentum, and Team SMG, their goal is to completely undermine any control their opponents may have.
All right, as we can see, the banning phase right now, 1-1 is going to be banned out, another signature hero for Mal, but it's okay, Melissa is still there, Popol and Koopa, Cloud is quite popular nowadays, can also be picked up, but Red Esports, one more ban is going to be taken out. I think Valentina should be the answer here. just the annoyingness of IMU is going to disrupt the gameplay of Red Esports.
But besides that, we may also have to think about the Julian. In the hands of Zion Sempoy, he can combo really hard with Zorn. Looks like Valentina still going to be the choice for Red Esports. So, all the heroes we mentioned before, the Claude, the Julian, the Paquito, going to be open in the draft.
I like the Paquito pickup right now because how flexible he is, can be put on the jungle side, can be put on the EXP lane side. We know that Smooth, regardless of whatever hero that is being given upon him, he can do his job really, really well. Clearing the lane, rotation, and trying to just control the map overall.
Yep, and Box is not too shabby on the hero as well. So this creates a question mark for Red Esports to have to deal with. Now, I do think them picking up the Julian here would not be a bad choice, as well as the Claude, because we already see how much Claude is a power prick, previously banned out completely in our earlier series today. Looks like they're going to be starting things off with the Grok. And what's it going to be? Oh! Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the brand new and revamped Gushin Paxley on the Land of Dawn.
Hey, there was a crowd go wild moment right there when the Gushin was picked up right there. So, question is, Gushin mid lane or Gushin jungler right now, Sudapa? What are your thoughts and opinion, and what are your favorite roles for this Gushin right now?
I personally feel like Gushin has to go jungle. Yes, we've definitely seen a lot of Gushin mid lanes. Not a big fan. Whether I'm playing with or against, not a big fan, but I want to see whether or not Zaid can show off on this hero. With the recent revamps, he does a lot more consistent damage.
I mean, a lot more damage, a lot more handsome as well, I must say, but as you mentioned, we got to see as this draft progress on. I really like the pickup from Red Esports, not showing too much of their composition, but keeping it really, really tight. SMG right now, the Lunox as well as Chow. Speaking of executing catch potential, what are the best hero right now to be given to Zorn, which is the Chow.
But we also have to note this hero is still flexible. It could go into the hands of Smooth, who, while he's certainly not Zorn level, is still very close and very effective with this hero.
Yeah, I really like. I mean, one is the master of kicking, one is the master of punching. So put them on the same team, you got a winning recipe right there. Red Esports. What are the next pick? And it's gonna be taken by Farsa. Okay, so far okay, not too bad because not much hero that can stop her Feather Extra except for except for Chow using the Jikudo as well as the Way of the Dragon. But again, gotta maintain the position really, really well.
Yeah, they definitely gotta be quite wary with that. And just from this lineup, you can see that Red Esports wants to play very much for that early to mid game. All three of these heroes will be strong once they hit that mid game power spike. And so Red Esports doesn't want to allow Team SMG to stop them before they hit their late game.
Okay, Cloud is gonna be banned out, a very, very popular pickup by a lot of teams on the goal lane side because how easy he can farm. The average is gonna help him a lot. When having the stacks, having the power spike, the Blazing Duet is gonna dish a lot of damage. SMG banning out the Fredrin. To be fair, I'm not a big fan of Fredrin, but on the hands of the right player who understand the mechanics of Fredrin, he can be really, really, really scary.
Yeah, I think Fredrin would be quite intimidating for Team SMG right now because of his ability to just bolster the front line and distract the enemy through repeated taunting. And that would allow Gushin and Farsa to have a much easier time, something that Team SMG does not want to freely give over to Red Esports.
Yeah, and looking at the SMG pickup, for the three first hero right now, they have a very, very good crowd control. Lunox is going to sit behind, just farming away, and when the right opportunity comes, when the right setup comes, regardless from Paquito or Chow, Lunox can dish out the full combination really, really well. So I'm looking forward to see a very clean and crisp team fight from SMG right now.
But the question is, will this actually be a Zion Sempoy Lunox? So far, Team SMG has been very confusing with the way they've drafting, taking it very flexible. Yes, you think Lunox should be mid lane, but we have seen Sasa play gold lane Lunox before.
Yeah, I hope, I wish for Zion Sempoy Lunox and give Sasa a very traditional marksman to fight against whoever is going to be picked up by Red Esports later on. Popol and Kupa is going to be banned out, so SMG is not looking to play this I would say objective orientated by Red Esports. They do have the AoE, they do have the crowd control from Grok, and I would say a burst damage from Gushin as well. So most likely a backliner for Red Esports right now, a marksman. Melissa is still there, Irital is still there.
Yeah, Melissa would be pretty solid right now. Does Red Esports want to reveal their EXP lane or their gold lane first?
Your team
Looks like
is
they're actually
picking.
going to go for the Irritel here. This is a hero that Mal is fairly comfortable on and allows him to position a little bit more aggressively, which we have been seeing from him recently, while having safety in the form of mobility.
I like this pickup. Why? Because when a feather airstrike is being opened up, they open up a lot of spaces using those feather airstrike, allowing who is it? Mal is gonna use the Irritel with Sprint to just dish out the damages. But there's only one factor that remains for Red Esport. Mal needs to get his item first of all, because heavy crossbow is not gonna dish out a lot of damage when you have like 1 or 2 items. He needs at least 3 or 4 items, critical attack speed, then only you can see the output damage from Irritel.
Yeah, I agree with you, and that's why Red Esports has heroes that can support that. Team SMG, they're going to be finishing off their draft, and indeed, this is not going to be a Jungle Paquito as they lock in the Ballman for Box, as well as the Melissa, so this is Zion Sempoi's Lunox.
Yeah, you may disagree or agree with me here. I don't like the Melissa against Farsa, because Farsa can still use the feather airstrike while Melissa using the getaway. So I'm not too sure about that pickup, but hey, who am I to doubt Sasa's capability of using this Melissa?
Yeah, I can understand your concerns there. So Team SMG are mainly putting their bets onto Zorn as well as Smooth to be able to disrupt the Farsa, because both Knockout Strike and the Jeet Kune Do could be damning to the way that Ash wants to play in that back line. So they're depending on their team right now. Red Esports gonna finish off their draft with that Yu Zong.
Ooh, very aggressive competition coming up from Red Esport. Everyone wants to go in. Everyone wants to have a team fight orientated. The Black Dragon form on top of the feather airstrike, on top of the heavy crossbow. So I like the idea from Red Esport. It's just that they have to play with time. They need to get the farming onto Cushion. They need to get the farming on Irritel as well as Farsa. These 3 main heroes is very, very item dependent right now.
Yep, and in comparison, I can see that Team SMG does have pretty solid late game scaling, so this may be a little bit of a flip around as we once again look at the lineups. SMG, very balanced composition overall, lots of good scaling early to late, while Red Esports, quite uncharacteristic of them, have a lineup that just wants to jump in and fight against Team SMG. Who's gonna come out on top? I'm excited to find out, because this is going to be day 1, game number 2 of the MPL MY playoffs. Let us once again return to the land of Dawn.
May I remind everyone who's watching right now, this is the lower bracket match from SMG and Red Esport. Whoever loses, they're gonna pack their bags and go home right now. So it's a do or die match. As we can see, in the early stages, Zion, Separ, and Zon is gonna focus on to the clearing waves at first, and then try to rotate out either on the gold lane or EXP lane.
So I guess one notable thing about this roamer mid combination from Team SMG is that unlike before, it's gonna take a while before Zorn and Zion Simple can reliably pick people off. They need that level 4, which will allow Red Esports to create a bit more pressure before they hit that timing.
Okay, looking at the emblems right now, nothing too out of the ordinary. I would say pull yourself together is gonna be picked up by Mom, allowing him to have a better cooldown of skills reduction. But first of all, Zaid.
Yeah, they're jumping right on him. Both of them. Smooth is here. Zorn is here. Zaid still surviving thanks to the regen from his passive. But SMG, no, they've got that first blood. The signature taunting from Zorn just to add insult to injury.
Bro, that was high school bully. One punching, one kicking, and Cushion. Oh, Zaid Hakimi couldn't do anything about it. Haven't even hit level 4, so no incandescence for him to run away from that particular rotation. A very, very good engagement by SMG early on.
Yeah, that's very rough for them, and it's quite surprising as well, because you'd expect Red Esports to have a little bit more pressure around the map with this Grok, with this Farsa, but it's SMG that make the first move.
Yeah, level 4. Level 4 is very, very crucial for Red Esport right now, especially on Ash, especially on Mom, as well as Zaid Hakimi. Once they hit those level 4, they can start to try to team fight against Team SMG. But for now, they gotta be patient, they gotta wait a bit, try to engage really, really well.
Well, the engagement is probably gonna come. The turtle is out. They get the petrify onto Smooth. Rancutie looking for it. He'll get the kill. Paquito is down. Better Dare Strike has been popped. Zayed secures the turtle. Now they're looking for the chase, but it looks like that's all they needed. Red Esports comes out on top.
Yeah, just one brilliant moment from Red Esports by Rancutie just now, picking off Smooth really well, allowing Red Esports, allowing Zaid Hakimi to secure the turtle with the help of Feather Astride, zoning out Team SMG just now. A little disadvantage, but it's okay. On the overall scheme of things, it doesn't affect too much right now.
Yep, surprisingly uncharacteristic of Smooth though. He usually doesn't get picked off that easily, which means that Red Esports did actually outplay Team SMG's expectations for a moment. Let's see whether or not they can keep that momentum up, as the next turtle won't be up for a while. Team SMG, Zorn gets the kick onto Mom. Better Strike not going to be able to save his roamer. Team SMG finds one.
It was too easy for Zon. Too easy for Zon. I felt like Mom could have done even more. He had the flicker. He knows that Zon was on him just now, so he could have reacted a bit more faster. But again, Zon picking off really well. As we've mentioned on the keys to victory, number 3, execute the catch potential, and it's being done by Zon to perfection.
It's impressive as well, considering that normally Grok would be immune to CC, so that means Zorn actually timed his Jeet Kune Do to get the kick onto the Grok. So very well played once again. The experience of this veteran MPL player on full display.
Yeah, I'm looking at Zaid Hakimi right now. I'm looking at how fast he can complete this cycle, because having the mystery shop is really good. The discount that he has, allowing him to finish up his item really fast. But how much does it affect in the overall scheme of things is I want to see. He gets his item, he gets his power spike, he needs to participate in this team fight.
And speaking of team fight, Zorn looking for it again. Gonna force the flicker out from Mom. That's a very valuable battle spell that the Grok will not have access to. And considering that the turtle is coming back up, this is gonna make it quite difficult for Red Esports to find an initiation.
Speaking of which, looking at the rotation from SMG, crowding the turtle right now. Box just waiting his chance to secure this turtle. Zon is just gonna hide and just wait out for Red Esports to make any particular movement, any particular mistakes.
Yep, SMG in a position right now to just look for any openings in the Red Esports draft and perhaps create enough space for both Sasa and Smooth to split out the side lanes to maybe force some members of Red Esports away for a safer turtle take. So far, it seems successful, but neither team gonna really be able to chunk this objective down very soon.
Yeah, this is very scary, Sudafa, because one mistake by any team is gonna cost them a lot. Rotation is gonna come out from Smooth and Zon, and Boss just doesn't have that enough time to use that Cyclone Suite to secure this turtle just yet.
They're still going to try and contest it. Right now, it's 3v4. Zorn gonna find the cushion in the back line. Black Dragon form gonna be quite chaotic. Better Strike finding multiple. Fox secures the turtle. Zayed gonna fall to Zayim Sempoy, but Fox will be traded in return. Rancutie gonna be locked down by Smooth, but is able to jump away with the Furious Dive.
I feel like it's a 50-50. I would say both jungler got taken care of. The turtle might be taken by Team SMG, but all in all, giving out your jungler's life was not the best. So, all in all, I would say nobody won that particular team fight.
Well, they might be looking for a win here, as now Sasa going to be the target. He pops his ultimate, but Maul is ranged, so they will still be able to find the kill onto SMG's gold lane.
What a cheat, using the wall to penetrate from the go-away skill. That's so unfair. I felt like Sasa could have gotten away with it, but looking at Mom, really clever, using the Grok's ability, capability, trying to get that pick off, and it doesn't stop there right now.
Ooh, Smooth instantly comboed 100-0 by the efforts of 3 members of Red Esports trying to disrupt the purple buff, but it is him who paid the price.
Wow, he paid the ultimate price right there twice. Being picked off just like that, as you mentioned, it's unconventional for Smooth to be picked off just like that. He's a very talented player, but right now, not showing the best of abilities for SMG.
Yeah, SMG needs to respect Red a little bit. Now that we are in the 6th minute of the game, there's going to be a lot of burst damage coming out of the far side, the Gusion and the Grok as well. They cannot simply jump into the enemy jungle without first having more knowledge towards the state of the map.
Yeah, looking at the map control for Red Esports, just taken down the bottom turret really well, allowing Ren QT to rotate back up, trying to force out the team fight and allowing as well Mal to get even more farm right now.
Yep, the turtle gonna be coming up again in 10 seconds, and with one tower down in the bottom lane, Red Esports are going to have a much easier time contesting it as compared to SMG. There's a chance here that SMG might just give this up to attempt to push the top lane. That's what I would personally recommend, but looks like they might still go for it.
Okay, looking at the positioning right now, Smooth finding Mom on the back line. Mom is just gonna run away.
Ooh, they're still looking for it. Turtle gonna be reset once again. This is a 5v5. Better airstrike. Feels a little wasted there, but they're just trying to zone them out as long as possible. Zorn gonna find Ren QT with the kick, but not over the wall, so they cannot finish him off. In comes Maul. Heavy crossbow dishing out a lot of damage. He finds Zorn. The rest of Red Esports retreating to the safety of their tier 1 tower. They don't lose anyone, but now the turtle may fall to SMG.
That was a good bait, to be honest, by Red Esports, using the feather threat to zone out, as you mentioned. And yes, Zorn managed to get a pick off, but did not get the ability to follow up by his members and sacrificing his life. But then again, Box managing to get the turtle, I feel like it's quite fair. But Mal using the opportunity after Zon is being taken care of, he rotated up on top and got the turret. But Mal,
Ooh, smooth, looking for the combo, but no cooldowns left, so not quite able to land the finishing blow. This Irritel is going to become a problem pretty soon because Maul has been quite safely farming this top lane for basically the entire first 8 minutes.
oh, Ren QT popping the Black Dragon farm, trying to clear out the wave as fast as he can before he backs us off from that failed rotation by SMG. Speaking of late game potential, Sudafa, who do you have right now? Do you think Red Esports have what it takes in terms of the late game stage?
In the late game, SMG actually has the advantage, but if Red Esports can continue playing off of their power spike, they can end the game before SMG is even able to reach that point. So it's all up to Red Esports to see whether or not they can close things out before the game becomes too dangerous.
Yeah, it's a battle of pick-off right now. Who has the better pick-off potential? I feel like SMG still has it, but the follow-up isn't just there yet. And Red Esports playing that 4-to-1 composition really, really well. They know when to rotate. They know when to follow up against one and another. That is why right now Red Esports is having a slight dominating of map control in the 9-minute mark. But in terms of economy, it's not much of a difference.
Yeah,